Okay folks, today I want to talk about mini splits. I've got a Daikin unit here that we're putting in for someone. What I want to do is just go over the components. I want to familiarize you with what it takes to put these in and what you've got to have. I've got it exposed inside and I've got this outside. So here's the actual outdoor mini split itself. I always tell people it's no bigger than a big suitcase here, okay? Here is the electrical components, and I'm just going to point this out. Up top side here is your control wiring. We have a 4-conductor cable run from here through the disconnect inside the wall. Here's the high voltage that actually controls the power coming in right here, okay? This here is your suction line, and this is your liquid line. One thing I want to point out that's kind of different with these particular units, these aren't your standard refrigeration flares, okay? So we have a adapter that we use, and this will go like this, and we'll do a video in just a moment on how to hook all that up, okay? You don't want to put that all the way on, because once you put it on, this Schrader valve pushes this in and it releases the refrigerant through the opening, okay? All right, so let's walk inside. Here is the evaporator. We call this a powerhead. This is the line set that comes down. When you get these units, you have 3 parts. You have the suction line, you have the liquid line, and then you have the condensation line. It comes down, and we always want to bring this in. We have a little special adapter that we use, that we tie this stuff in, and this is the condensate line. One thing I want to point out, when you do a mini split, you have to wrap both the small line and the large line together, because in theory, it's kind of like a refrigeration system. You have to wrap these together because they feed off each other's superheat and subcool off of these lines, okay? Here's the electrical I was telling you about, the 4-conductor that goes outside. And here is the control wiring. Excuse me, the control wiring right here. Downstairs we have on terminal 1, 2, 3, and the 4th is the ground. Okay, now I want to talk to you about the filters. These things are very easy to replace and change. Just take them out like this. They come straight out and go back in the same way. You got 2 of them, straight out and straight in. Here's the remote that comes with the mini split. We actually usually set it across the room. It has the features. It has the cool, dry feature, works very well, fan only. This is your temperature up and down. This is the Econo, which it keeps it up to somewhere around 75. And here's your comfort and powerful. That's your how hard you want it to blow. And this is swing. These things actually, the levers will swing up and down. We'll talk about this in a minute. I'm not going to pull this down too much. Okay. Folks, that's really all there is to it. You have the power head. You have the condenser, you have the line set. Make sure you match the line set with the size of the equipment. These things come in 9,000, 12,000, 15,000, 18,000, and 24,000. That's the ones we use mostly, okay? We use them in like small bedrooms, small houses. We use them in small offices, and believe it or not, we put a lot of them in garages down here. So you match the line set with the proper size unit. You can get these at 110 or 220, which is very important, because sometimes folks don't have 220 volts if we're trying to put them in an old type of structure. That's really all there is to it, folks. Those 4 components, make sure you use a professional to do this, because these things require that you put a nitrogen test on it and that you pull a vacuum on it. It has to be charged correctly. If you like this video, please share, please subscribe, and please comment. Thank you.